Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And I'm here to do a little announcement. It's been a long time coming, but I've finally decided that, at least for this week, I'm taking a break. I'm not going to be doing any Raw review, any SmackDown review. And how did I reach this decision? I'm looking last night, right before I go to bed, at 11 o'clock. I'm scrolling through the matches on YouTube that happened on Raw. And I'm like, okay, let's see what happened on the Superstar Shakeup. Let's see what they had booked. Let's see what they had planned. And I'm looking, and I see absolutely nothing. 6-man tags. The Usos are on Raw. The Viking Experience, because Vince McMahon doesn't want to use the War Raiders name. I don't even give a shit about this team. People are all hung up on the name. People are doing big rants about the name of a fucking team. I'm like, who gives a shit? First of all, what are they, were the War Raiders? Or the, or the dancing penises? It wouldn't even fucking matter what their name was. Because either way, the team's going to be ruined. I'm sick of sitting here, also with Lars Sullivan. I mean, this guy is going to be a joke in a month. And I'm not a big fan of having him come out there, beat up Kurt Angle. This week, there's not even any follow-up with Kurt Angle from what I saw. The rumors are going to have Kurt Angle come out of retirement to face him. And he just retired. He beats up Rey Mysterio, who already, kind of looks shitty getting his ass beat at Mania by Samoa Joe, injured or not. They should have just canceled the match, making him look like a piece of garbage. And I'm just looking at the rest of Raw, and I'm like, what is so special about tonight? We're seeing the same 6-man tags with Rollins and Reigns teaming up. Same matches. It's supposed to be a superstar shakeup from what I see. And I don't even see too many new people. We're getting... What else did we see on there? EC3 is getting attacked by Braun Strowman. So they finally put EC3 on TV after a long absence. One of the could be one of the biggest stars, on the roster, and they have this guy get his ass kicked. First of all, I had a realization. I was having a fun time talking about Star Wars, excited about the new trailer, and I went off on the whole rant, and people said to me I should take my own advice. And they're right. Why are people bashing Star Wars, when they don't even like what Star Wars has to offer anymore? So meanwhile, I'm sitting here week after week, in this same seat, in front of this same camera, on this fucking computer, and I'm bashing the shit out of the product, and it's funny, and we talk about cringy Lynch and all that, and, that's what we've got. Epic matches like Natalya and Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans with some goofy-ass punch as her finisher. Also, they could face the crown champion of Cringe, Stone Cold Cringy Lynch, who I hate. And Bayley, who is not even on TV, they don't even have the guts to even write a storyline to explain why Sasha Banks is not even on there. We're talking about goofball superstars nowadays laying on hotel room floors. And, it's just a joke nowadays. It is. Every single wrestler that should be a big star on this roster is not. And every single person that shouldn't even be in the WWE is a champion. I mean, it was like, before Mania, none of the champions were being used well, but at least you could say that the belts were on some good people. Some good people, honestly. Bobby Lashley, the Intercontinental Champion. He should be a world champion. Brock Lesnar, the world champion. Of course, yeah, he's barely there, but hey, Brock Lesnar's still legit. I still like him. He's still a legit star. You had Charlotte as a women's champion. Ronda Rousey is a women's champion. Two great females. I mean, I'm not all for this women's revolution and everything, but hell, if we're going to have women be stars, those are definitely two people that you want leading the way. Somehow, some way, they fucked up a main event with Ronda Rousey. I was kind of thinking to myself, I'm not a big fan of the women being in the main event, but hell, the main event at least had Ronda Rousey. They had respect enough to put Ronda Rousey in the main event of WrestleMania. And she's a big star. She's a big MMA star. They realized that she's a star, but they made her look like a goofball. Not only that, but they knew that Cringy Lynch was a botchy mess. They realized that because they have to realize, I am so sorry, but you have to realize that after week, they must realize that how shitty this show is. They just don't care. They don't give a fuck anymore, because honestly, how are they not going to realize how bad these promos are? Vince McMahon sitting there every week, does he not realize how terrible this is? Of course he does. It's just not caring. They realize that they could cater to the same group of people, and that's going to be good enough. I don't know what it is. They make enough money now where, they're in a spot where they just don't care. I don't know what it is, but I'm sick of analyzing it week after week, because I feel like I'm repeating myself. And people were right. Just like I'm talking about the Star Wars fans that bash the Star Wars product, the Star Wars saga and series, and the way how it's going, not even giving it a chance. If you don't like it, to each his own. I perfectly understand why you might not like Star Wars. You might not like the direction of the movies. But I'm being a hypocrite. I'm saying the same thing pretty much. And it was a realization. It might sound like a silly thing. Oh, come on, Brad, just do the reviews anyway. I am not sitting there when I get, seriously, pretty fucking angry watching it, because it's just so dumb. WrestleMania was so horrible, so bad, so detestable. Sitting there for 5.5 hours watching absolute garbage that meant nothing. It was throwaway shit. Back in the day, WrestleMania was not throwaway shit. That was must-see TV. You had to watch it. If you missed WrestleMania, you missed so. You imagine telling people the next day that you missed WrestleMania 17? They'd be like, "What are you, fucking insane? You need to go back and watch that shit." That would have been unacceptable back in the day, to say that you didn't see WrestleMania. It was water cooler talk. It was hip. You had to have seen it. It was, it was everything. It was one of the biggest things of the year. Even people who weren't wrestling fans would watch it. This year, the past how many years, it doesn't matter. You miss it, people are like, okay, yeah, it's not as good as it used to be. And that is the resounding thing that I always talked about. It's not that people don't like wrestling. Oh no, there's a lot of people who are fans. You even see it on Instagram. Why are all the pages that show videos and photos of old wrestlers, why do they have so many followers? Half those people don't even watch this shit anymore, because they like the old stuff. They see how much better it used to be. They love those classic characters, those classic matches, those classic promos, those classic rivalries, those classic events. That's when it used to be good. It's not good anymore. No one wants to see Finn Balor. No one gives a shit about him. No one cares about Seth freaking Rollins. No one cares about the women's revolution. People think this is leading the way. Everyone, almost like Moses is leading the way here. This is the fucking Exodus or something. The thing is, you're leading the way of this women's revolution as a SJW, and you don't realize that no one's behind you. No one's following you on this Exodus. No one's following you on this mission, to prove that the women deserve their spot on the roster. First of all, the women's wrestling is goofy as shit. It's downright comedic. You wanna see just how terrible it is? They're blaming the referee. They fined the referee when they shouldn't be fining the referee. They should be suspending Becky Lynch. They should be fining her ass. She's the one who botched the finish. She like basically sandbagged Ronda Rousey. I don't understand that. Nowadays, everything is so choreographed. They know almost every single spot in the match, and somehow she didn't let Ronda Rousey off the mat. Totally botched. And they blamed the referee. That's fucking, like, I don't have any more patience. That's why I couldn't watch this. I'm honestly going to sit there like a fucking goofball, being a hypocrite. I just made a whole nearly 20-minute video ranting on a group of people in Star Wars fans that were pissing me off because they were shitting all over a trailer, a teaser trailer. And I'm saying, if you don't even like it, why are you shitting on it? Ridiculous things like it's either going to be really good or really bad. And I'm sick of being one of those people. I realize that I am being one of those people, and I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to be one of these hypocrites that sits around, and like just tries to bash this show every week. And this is not even serious business. This is not life or death. This is some fucking stupid ass wrestling show. It's not even like this is like some great movie or something, that's spanned like generations. Like, no, don't get me wrong. WWE has, had shaped me in my childhood and everything. You know what I'm saying? Walking around singing wrestling theme songs to myself, mimicking the gestures of these famous characters. Talking with friends about our favorite moments. Oh, wrestling is etched in my mind forever. And I will probably watch it. Hell, I might even check it out next week. Who knows? I'm just saying that this week, I'm taking a break from it. I honestly looked at what happened this week, and I couldn't click on the single video. I honestly felt that if I clicked on a fucking video, I would have taken my phone and thrown it across the room. Because I'm so sick of being frustrated by this shit. Why watch something if it frustrates you so much? That's what I'm saying. If it gets you angry, if the minute I finish watching, I want to come on YouTube and rant and fucking, just tear it apart. There's enough videos. Literally, now I don't even want to count how many Raw and SmackDown reviews I have. I took a little break, from late 2016 up until early 2017, and I returned around WrestleMania to start reviewing this shit again. And I gotta say, it's time for one of those again. The only thing is, this time around, I have a lot more content planned, and I have a game plan here. There's a lot more shit that I want to do with gaming and movies and do another style of rants and everything. And, now that I have better editing software, you guys see, I'm putting together some good shit. I just hope that you'll come along with me on the ride, because I do see that the wrestling videos get the highest views. I'm not ignorant to that. I understand where my bread is buttered, why most people sub to me. And I'm still going to do rants. Even if I don't watch the show, I'll even treat people to rants. There's still a lot to talk about when it comes to wrestling. So, I'm still, going to be the wrestling guy on here. I'm still going to, talk about it. But this week, this is probably all you're going to get unless something major happens. Because, I'm sorry, the Superstar shakeup, this is your rant here. It was fucking garbage. That's the official statement here. Nothing really changed. Nothing extravagant happened. The Usos came to Raw. Oh my God. Stop the fucking presses. It's not a shakeup. It's a joke. There shouldn't even be a draft. And to me, it doesn't even seem like anybody moved around at all. What? Rey Mysterio is on Raw? Okay, well, most of these guys showed up on Raw anyway, weeks before this. There's not even any rules to this draft anymore. So if there's not even any rules to the draft, why are we even, worrying about a Superstar shakeup? Why is this even something that we're even talking about? Why is this even an event that's being announced? Who cares? I don't care. You shouldn't care. And seriously, this week, I feel like I don't care. I feel like it doesn't even warrant a review. Like I said, I have nothing here to talk about. All I did was look at a list of videos. And already, like I'm saying, I'm almost 15 minutes into this video. And it's upsetting me that much. I didn't want people saying, where's the Raw review? I see people already saying, where's your superstar shakeup video? They already know I'm going to post it, but I'm saying, like, I'm not going to be posting a formal Raw review or SmackDown review this week because it is time for a fucking break. I'm going to do other videos this week, but we need to take a break here, guys, because, like, honestly, it's getting a bit ridiculous. The product is too bad. It's too terrible to be watching and talking about this garbage at length and analyzing every little thing when I'm just basically saying, oh, this is bad. The character is not being built well. Cringy Lynch is being cringy. It's like I've been saying the same thing for months and months and months, and I want to talk about something different. I know it's fun, we make fun of people, but I don't want to watch it anymore because really, seriously, it's cringy and I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's not even funny anymore. I make fun of it in the videos, but it's really not funny anymore. It's pathetic bullshit. It's real low quality garbage, and I don't want a part of it anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a waste of time to talk about it. And people have been saying it for a long time on here. Why don't I give it up? And then there's always the people that want to pull me back. I talked about it a lot on this channel about trying to, give it up. And I know a lot of people will probably be happy. But the reason why I didn't want to move away from it is because, it's like I like having an audience. I don't want to lose the views. I feel good about having all the comments and everything. That's why I'm not saying I'm retiring from it. I know I'm not. But I'm just saying that this week I'm not going to be doing it. I'm not. This shit doesn't warrant the review. So there you go, guys. Anyway, there's, like I said, there's going to be a lot more content planned on this channel throughout the year. Things that I honestly feel will be better than the wrestling. Honestly, I think, like, I'm not even kidding. I think a lot of people, even that watched, like, the fitness video that I put out, I think they actually enjoyed that more than the wrestling reviews. Like, people seem to really, like that when I put that out. And anything that causes a conversation or anything like that. So I'm going to put it out here to you guys, since I have you here for this wrestling video. What non-wrestling topics or videos or ideas would you like to see me do on this channel? Because if it will translate to you watching it, then I'll be more than happy to do it. And I know a lot of times, like, I don't get around to doing certain requests because there are other things I want to do, and there's only so many hours in the day to do these videos, especially like certain things I want to edit and make them a little bit nicer now that I have the capabilities. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you want to see here on this channel. And yes, I mean, even if you want to see some wrestling rants, you could even mention that down below. But I would like to see some non-wrestling requests, please. Let me know, because that would make me happier. I think this week, just wrestling is just not something I want to talk about. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope that you're not too upset that there won't be a Raw and SmackDown review. But, guys, you could take this time, I guess, to go back and watch some of my other videos that you haven't watched in the past. I'd appreciate that. But, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe, click the bell so you get all the notifications that I post all my new videos. And once again, this is not the end of, the Brad Rules doing wrestling. This is just the Brad Rules taking a much long needed and I think well-deserved break from this bullshit, okay? So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'm signing out.